Why don't you look like him? Asterisk. That was the question 16-year-old Aryan asked himself every morning as he stared into the mirror. He saw his skinny frame, his dark skin, and the way his hair refused to sit flat. He scrolled through Instagram photos of boys with perfect abs, expensive shoes, wide smiles surrounded by friends. Aryan's smile faded a little more each day. He didn't realize it, but he was fighting a silent battle, a battle of comparison. And like so many of us, he was losing. One evening, while walking home from school, Aryan passed a music class. Inside, a boy was playing the piano, not perfectly, but passionately. The sound made Aryan stop. It made him feel something. That was the first crack in the wall he had built around himself. Every time Aryan went online, he saw someone who was better, smarter, stronger, richer, happier. He started avoiding friends. He stopped answering messages. His grades fell. His confidence vanished. And the worst part? No one else saw it, because he wore a fake smile every day. One day, during an English class, the teacher gave an assignment. Asterisk, write about the person you admire the most. Aryan didn't choose a celebrity. He didn't choose a billionaire. Asterisk, he wrote about his grandfather, an old man, who ran a small tea stall, who woke up at 5 a.m. every day, smiled at every customer, and still had time to read books by candlelight. That evening, as Aryan read his essay out loud, the entire class was silent. When he finished, the teacher simply said, "This is your voice. Never stop using it." Aryan didn't realize it yet, but something had changed. A week later, a school talent show was announced. Aryan hesitated. He didn't sing. He didn't dance. He wasn't cool. But deep down, he remembered the sound of that piano, the one that had stopped him in his tracks. So he signed up. Not to impress anyone, not to win, just to feel alive. He borrowed an old keyboard. He practiced for hours alone, unsure, scared, but he kept going. The night of the performance, his hands were shaking. He looked out at the crowd, his classmates, his teachers, even his parents. He played a song he had written himself. It wasn't perfect. He missed a few notes. But when he finished, there was silence, and then applause. Loud, real, and honest. After the show, a student walked up to him and said, "I didn't know you could do that." That was amazing. Aryan smiled, not because he impressed someone else, but because, for the first time, he accepted himself. Asterisk. That night, Aryan wrote something in his journal. Greater than a flower doesn't compete with the one next to it. It just blooms. He realized he had wasted so much time trying to be like others without seeing the value in who he was. He didn't need six-pack abs, luxury brands, or 10,000 followers. He needed purpose, and he already had it. He started playing more music. He joined a small band. He even taught music to younger kids. And every time someone asked him, "Why are you so different now?" he smiled and said, "Because I stopped comparing." This story isn't just about Aryan. It's about you. Maybe you've felt like you're not enough. Maybe you've looked at others and thought they're smarter, better looking, more successful. But here's the truth. Asterisk. The only person you should compare yourself to is the person you were yesterday. You have gifts. You have strengths. You have a story that no one else can write. Just like Aryan. Your journey becomes beautiful the moment you stop trying to walk someone else's path and start walking your own. Asterisk. So next time that voice in your head says, "You're not good enough," remember, Aryan. Remember that your worth isn't measured by likes, followers, or money. It's measured by your courage to be yourself, fully, unapologetically. Asterisk.